Hello, my name is Chris Clements. I am your kiddos Chemistry 1 honors teacher, and I'm beginning my 31st year of teaching, and I love what I do and do what I love. So I'm going to share my screen and let you in on a little PowerPoint here. I can get it. There we are. Okay, so we'll go to this. And if I can get you to scan this QR code or go to this shortened URL, that way I can see who has been to back to school night and just be familiar with that. Our administration wants us to track you guys, so that is what we can do. And let me move this down here. All righty, so you can pause the video if you need to get that QR code scanned or to type in that URL. Otherwise, you can, if you've already done it, let's go on. And I have text money labs, oh my. The text for this class is on my website. I wrote it several years ago. I just got tired of having textbooks that did not adequately teach my kiddos. So I sat down and talked my way through a textbook and typed as I talked, acting like I was teaching my kiddos. So that's what's on my website. Lab fee of $5 goes toward replenishing chemicals and equipment. For example, glass. Never really understand how glass gets broken so often in a chemistry lab when I really don't think it gets broken in homes very often, but who knows? Lab requirements are familiarity with the procedure prior to the lab. I mandate that because of safety. I want the kiddos to know what they're doing on a lab day. They are required to wear closed-toed shoes and have their hair pulled back if we're messing with fire, long sleeves pulled up if we're messing with fire. They're doing their first lab this week, and it's just learning how to do some measurements. We'll get into a more realistic chemistry lab next week. The first semester topics are what you see on this slide. Right now, we're in data analysis. We will get through the remainder of these topics by the end of the first semester, which does end after the holidays in December. These are the second semester topics. We'll begin with thermodynamics and end our semester with nuclear reactions. Grades in the course are based upon labs. Typically, I have them write a lab report for the first lab that they're doing this week. They are not writing a formal lab report, but I would teach them how to write one for their second lab that they do. And from then on, they'll write lab reports. But they are submitted electronically on my website. And quizzes, I call my assessments quizzes rather than tests because they tend to not be big unit type things. They are, we learn about measurement, we learn about symbols and names, and we're going to have a quiz on that. So quizzes are what I call my assessments. There is an optional STEM project. We have decided not to make the STEM projects mandatory for honors classes anymore, so it is optional. If your kiddo decides to do a STEM project, I will guide him or her through it and give credit for the parts that have been completed as they are completed. If you want to look at assignments, I have a calendar for your kiddo on the Chemistry 1 page of my website, which is chrisclements.com. Grades and assignments are on JGrade and Canvas as well. And you can certainly look on catomagnet.net. If you don't want to type in my website, you just find me in the faculty listing on catomagnet.net and click on my link. You're welcome to contact me, leaving a message with the front office at 221-2501 anytime. I do have first period planning, so I tend to check things first period, and then I don't necessarily check toward the end of the day, so it may be the next day that I get back to you. A faster way of getting me to respond is by emailing me. I do prefer my Gmail address rather than my Cato one. I just think that Outlook is a beast to work with, and I prefer the leanness of Gmail. So thank you for your attention. Thank you for letting me get to know and teach your kiddo this year. And I hope you have a lovely evening.